Well, now to another storm making news. Tropical storm Gordon gaining strength as it moves closer to the US Gulf Coast. It's now forecast to be a hurricane when it comes ashore later today. CNN's Jennifer Gray is tracking the storm from Gulfport, Mississippi. Jennifer, state of emergency has already been issued. 2 million people under a hurricane warning, and certainly a lot of preparations.
Right, a lot of people here along the Gulf Coast, and the interesting part about this area of the United States is it's very low lying, and so any amount of storm surge that comes up is going to flood this area. So I think that's what people are most concerned about, the storm surge. We could get about a meter of storm surge here, and so all of that water is just going to go straight inland. And so a lot of it will depend on exactly where that storm makes landfall. If we're on the east side of that, of course, we'll get the bulk of the storm surge. If we're on the west side, it's not going to be quite as bad, but we still have some time before the storm gets here. And so any little wobble in that track will definitely impact the storm surge. It also depends on the tide cycle as well. If it occurs while we're in high tide, then that storm surge could be even worse. So still a lot of questions with this storm. People are preparing. This marina behind me, people have been asked to get their boats out of the water. A lot of people have been doing so. Most of the slips are empty. In fact, this morning, we've already seen people come here and get their boats out of the water. Schools have been closed all along the Gulf Coast. Travel will be disrupted along the Gulf Coast as well. Airlines offering to waive those fees for people traveling. So we are going to start feeling the impacts, Linda, as early as this afternoon, and then a storm expected to make landfall sometime between 10 p.m. and midnight local time.
All right, Jennifer Gray, good to have you with us, staying across that. We will come back to you shortly. Thanks so much.